Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cat's Track. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing this with your friends. Today's episode is with my dear friend, Rob Crawford. Rob was born in Calgary and loves it here. He tells me that he is incredibly grateful for all the support that he's received throughout his life from his family and others, and that he couldn't have done it without them. Besides his loved ones, Rob is most passionate about solving problems, building and growing small businesses, and providing incredible value to clients each and every day. And he does that each and every day. Friends, you'll find his full bio attached. Rob, thanks so much for joining us today.
Catherine, thank you so much for having me. Real pleasure joining you here.
I'm glad. I haven't seen you in so long. It's so good to see you.
Yes, you too. You too. It's always a pleasure to reconnect. Thank you.
I agree. Well, thank you for joining us today. And I'm wondering if you're ready for the questions we sent you.
Yes, please.
Excellent. Okay. First one being, what has been your greatest challenge or challenges over the last almost a year?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Biggest challenge has just been figuring out how to navigate the situation with everybody's comfort levels. You know, everyone's had kind of a different opinion or a different view on our situation here, and I know we've been through so many ups and downs as a city. So there's kind of that personal aspect, and then also from the business aspect, just figuring out in what situations is it best to be patient, and in what situations is it best to be proactive or just disciplined. So that's walking that fine line of, because it's been such a year of uncertainty, figuring out where do we kind of hold true and toe the line, and where do we need to become innovative and creative and proactive. So kind of working that balance has probably been the greatest challenge, but also led to the biggest rewards too.
I knew you'd end up with optimism in the end of that, always. Oh, that's awesome. And what about the three things that you want to share with the audience today?
Yeah, for sure. So what three things should we talk about? Because maybe I missed it, or maybe I didn't receive it here, but I hadn't seen these questions ahead of time. So just going to work through it here. One exciting thing that we've got on the horizon is I've joined a real estate team here in Calgary. Always have been super interested in real estate, and always have worked in complementary services to real estate. Had a small business that was home service based, and we were always working with real estate, beautiful homes, and then all the different service providers that are involved. And then we also have a vacation rental business as well in Mexico. So I've always been working with beautiful homes and beautiful real estate, and have had the opportunity to marry that interest and that experience with joining a team here. And one of the great things that has happened from that is that I have had all these different outside looking in perspectives to the industry. So now to be on the inside looking out, I'm taking all those different perspectives that I've acquired over time and trying to make sure that we're providing as much value to our clients across the spectrum. So that's kind of an interesting update from myself on the professional side. On the personal side, we just, again, in the real estate industry, my girlfriend and I have just moved into our first home here in Calgary. So we're living downtown on the Beltline, bought our first place. And as you can see, I'm situated here in my home office. It's quite an upgrade, because before we were in a small 1-bedroom. Now we're in a 2-bedroom, and it feels like a mansion. And so I've got a dedicated office space, and it's just in the nick of time as we're all kind of moving to work from home as much as possible. So that's been a true blessing. Awesome. And then another thing that I'd like to share, maybe just a little shout out, and you know this, and I know that some of your audience knows this as well, but my dear friend and my amazing father has just finished up his last week at his last job. So, I mean, the guy has crazy stamina, and he's got a great appetite for work. So I know that this isn't going to be his last venture, but he's had a very successful journey with his last company and a successful exit now. So really proud of him on that. And so just a great shout out to Paul.
Aw, that's so nice. I love your family, Rob. You guys are always so supportive of each other.
Oh, thank you. Well, yeah, as I mentioned, I wouldn't be here today and being able to do what I love and be able to have the flexibility to pursue different businesses and different ventures and different ideas without the support of my family. I mean, they've been truly instrumental, just giving me that creative leash. Never had kind of put me in a box in terms of you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. Just they've served as giving me great guidance and great support along the way, and have let me kind of figure some of my own things out as I pursue interests that I'm drawn to.
No, I'm proud of you. Yay. That's
Thank
awesome,
you.
Rob. And what about in closing? A legacy story, a good news story, or opportunity on the horizon?
Yeah, no, that's I don't want to talk about myself too much here, so I gotta
Go ahead.
try
This
to
is your
think.
show, man.
Yeah, thank you. I guess I'm similar to my dad in that way. We're not always wanting to
So
be
humble.
in the spotlight in that sense, right? But yeah, the good news story. I mean, with everything that's going on, I mean, we're so lucky to be in the position that we're at right now, that we have creative and engaging work to work on every day. We're fortunate to be able to kind of put food on the table and come home to a nice home life. So never let that slip by. Always am grateful for that. And we've had a really, on the business side, and I know we came into this as we were scheduling the interview, we've had a really productive fall and start of winter. So in terms of a good news story, we're kind of firing in all cylinders right now, and a lot of things are happening and deals are coming in, and so clients are happy, and we're just really thrilled and motivated by that right now.
That's awesome, Rob. Congratulations. Well, keep up the good work. How can we reach you?
Thanks. Yeah, you can reach me. We have a couple Instagram handles that I can link to, absolutely, and then my email address. The best one for real estate is my rcrawford@sotheby'srealty.ca. So
Awesome.
you can always find me, always reach me, and always am interested in working on creative projects. So
Yeah, yes, you are. I've seen that over the years. Well done, Rob. Thank you so much for joining us today.
thank you, Catherine. Pleasure to be on.
Thank you. And that was Rob Crawford, my dear friend. And what amazing family, always supporting each other. What a great bunch of role models for all of us. Excellent. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for joining us on Cats Track.